Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Get Ready With Me. So I just washed and prepped my skin. I prepped with Avon's Super Primer and my Clinique Moisturizer right here. This one right here after I washed my face. And then I used my Grippy Primer from Maybelline. This one right here. And now I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm going to be using one of my favorites. I just got in my summer shade. It's my hard candy Glamouflage. I love this foundation. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to let this dry down a little bit. It's almost ready. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation. Got a little coffee, ready for the day. Woke up nice, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go. I haven't done a video in a while. I've been really tired, but I don't know. I feel good today. My doctor started me on a new supplement, so it's supposed to give me some energy. I think it's working because I woke up feeling energized. So. And the shade in this is Honey. I love this foundation. I know Nikki LaRose, a beauty content creator, did a video on foundations, and this was one of the ones she tested, and she did not like it. But I love this foundation. I love the way it looks on the skin. It's so pretty. Let me wet my beauty blender. It's been a while since I've worn it. But I just remember absolutely loving it. And it matches good with my tan. So for my tan, I have been using the Jergens Natural Glow. And I've been using it in the color medium to deep. I started off with fair to medium and I built that up. And I moved on to the medium to deep. And you can see how it looks. It looks good. It's not cakey or streaky. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna put on a little more. It is buildable. Let me just build it up a little bit, make it full coverage. You'll see how pretty that is. It's a satin to matte finish. More satin. I don't know what she was talking about. I don't think she gave it a fair judgment. I think if she had put it on better, she would have realized how good it looked. That is so pretty. And if you don't know, I'm a foundation junkie. I love foundation. It's my favorite makeup product. I have 2 boxes full of foundation. Like, it is my biggest collection for makeup. I've got a box in my fair shade. I've got another box in medium to deep colors for when I have my tan. Let me let you get a good close-up. See how pretty that is? And it matches my tan really well. All right, concealer. I'm gonna use my Shape Tape Tarte, not Shard. Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And I believe this is in Honey Beige. So things at work have been going really well. Our store's doing really good. Sales have been going good. Put a little concealer on the forehead to brighten it up a little bit. This concealer's so pretty. Short tape. Nothing's like short tape. Short tape. Tarte Shape Tape. I can't say it this morning. Lord have mercy. Forgive me. I can't get it out. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and spray some Milani Make It Last Micro Fine Mist. This is a new spray. Let that sit. See if I got enough of this left. Yeah, I got enough. All right, I'm gonna put some of my Physicians Formula bronzing cream. So I wonder if y'all been following the whole Jelly Roll Bunny XO divorce scenario. I've been following it. I'm their fans. I really have enjoyed their marriage. I was rooting for them for years. So them split up, I just hate that. Anytime I see a couple split up like that, it saddens my heart because I know who the problem is, and it's Satan, because Satan don't want to see marriages strive. So it's his job to destroy your marriage. The Bible teaches that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's what he does. He comes into marriages to steal, kill, and destroy. And it doesn't matter what kind of marriage it is, because the one thing about marriage is super exceeds religion. So whether you're Muslim and you're married, you're Christian and you're married, you're atheist and you're married, God honors marriage. Marriage is covenant. So if you're married, you're in a covenant. So God's involved in a marriage between a man and a woman. Let me make that clear. So knowing that, I know who the problem is, and it's not Bunny or Jelly Roll. The problem is Satan. And I see him tearing so many marriages apart, especially Christian marriages. He works extra hard to split those apart because they're in the Lord. And if he can tear apart a Christian marriage, he can try to make a laughing stock out of Christians, try to make them look like they're liars. So that's just something to keep in mind. It saddens my heart. You know, me and Tommy have been married almost 17 years. It'll be 17 years in October, and it has not been easy. Being married takes a lot of work. Staying married takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of forgiving, a lot of talking things out, sometimes a lot of late nights, working things out, not going to bed till you figure out what the problem is. And I'm trying this new Pixie on the Go blush in the color, I can't read, let's see. Cool Lilac. It's this color right here. But yeah, it takes a lot of work to stay married. It's easier just to give up and get divorced and throw in the towel and move on to the next person. But to stay with somebody for your whole life takes a whole lot of work. My hat goes off to people that are able to work through their problems. So this is no. You can hardly see this. This is a waste of time. That's why I don't like cream blushes, y'all, because you never know what you're going to get with a cream blush. You might as well not even try. That color did not work. That product did not work at all. That is, do not waste your money on the Pixie On The Go blush. It did not work at all. I've got another color. I'll try that later. It doesn't go with today's look. But do not waste your money on this. I don't know why they make terrible products. Why are you going to put something out that don't work? Why waste your time formulating something so crappy? I don't get it. It's aggravating. Why are you going to waste your time on a product that just does not work? All right, I'm going to be using my Wonder Snatch powder. And also dealing with Jelly Roll and Bunny is they lift up the name of Jesus. At least about 5 months ago, they really started professing their faith out loud and in public. And that's when the enemy really started attacking their marriage. Lots of false allegations started coming out about them. Their marriage started being attacked. You know, and it's no doubt to me that Jelly Roll's called to preach. If you hear him at the microphone at the Grammys, I mean, he's a preacher. Hello? Everybody, 911, can't you hear him at the microphone preaching Jesus, saying Jesus is for everyone? I mean, brother's called to preach. So I don't know what God's doing in his life, but we really need to pray for him and Bunny, because I just don't think they should get a divorce. I think they should stick it out. I mean, they've been together this long, but I guess God's in control and God's a restorer. He will restore them. I just hope that the millions of followers that they have don't think that, well, Jelly Roll did it, we can just get divorced too. Because it's not okay. Divorce is not okay. You should try to work through your problems. That's why it's so important to pick the right person to be with. Ow, I just hit my knee. All right, for my powder bronzer, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Bronze Please in La Terra. I'm going to use my bronzing brush from It Cosmetics. I come from a family where people stay married. I mean, my mom and my dad were married till death do they part. They were married for over 40 years until my mom passed away in 2018. Then my dad remarried, and even when he remarried, he was with his next wife till death do they part. My dad passed last September, and he was with my stepmom until he passed. My aunt and my uncle been together for years and years and years, over 40 years. So, I mean, I'm from a family where people get married and stay married. Like, I've been lucky enough to experience that. That has been a norm for me. And I thank God for that. That's been an example set for me. And like me and my brother, I can honestly say we both have the same values when it comes to marriage. We don't, when we got married and we said I do, we meant it. Have there been times where we felt like we wanted a divorce? Probably. Have there been times where we fought with our spouses to the point to where we were scared what was going to happen? Yes. But in the end, we walked in love and divorce, and we always come back and make up. You know, the Bible says that don't let the sun go down on your wrath. And that is so true, especially in marriages. When you argue, don't take it to bed. Solve the problem before you go to bed. Go to God in prayer. Pray together. Seek the Lord together. And if you're too upset, take some time apart, but come back together before you go to sleep. I mean, you got to work through your issues. For blush, I'm going to be using the Infallible Blush Fresh Wear. This one right here. I haven't used this in a long time. It's very pigmented, so I've got to go easy on it. Pretty. Have me and Tommy's marriage been perfect? Absolutely not. But I can say my husband's never cheated on me, called me out of my name, or laid a hand on me, ever. And it's the most healthiest relationship that I've ever had. So I'm blessed to have the husband I have. It sets an example for the way men ought to treat their wives. You know, and that's one thing I can honestly say. He sets an example for how men should treat women. Because of him, I don't have to worry about how my sons are going to treat their girlfriends. And I pray for my children that they'll find great spouses. I know I pray for my daughter. She's of age now. She's 20. And she's searching for her forever person. She just broke up with a partner that she was with for 2 years because they were going in 2 different directions. And she was wise enough to see it wasn't working anymore. So I'm very proud of her for making an adult decision to break out of that relationship because it was stagnant and it wasn't moving anymore. She was going one way and he was going the other, and it just wasn't working. She desired a higher level of intimacy. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about sex at all. I'm talking about true intimacy with a man and a woman. That husband and wife energy that can only be created through a real personal exchange between a man and a woman. But she's now getting to experience that for the first time. And I'm so happy for her. Like before I married Tommy, I was single and celibate for 4 years. I had made up my mind I was just going to follow God I wasn't going to put myself out there. I wasn't going to sleep around. I wasn't going to date just for fun. I was waiting for my husband, because the Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and find favor with the Lord. Not she that findeth a husband, he that findeth a wife. Therefore, us as women are supposed to position ourselves to be found by our husbands. We're supposed to remain open and ready, but we're not supposed to be chasing down men. I know it's not the old ages anymore. That now we have online dating and other ways to meet men, and there's nothing wrong with all that. You definitely can meet a partner that way. That's a new way to meet a partner. But you just need to remember, it's the man that's supposed to chase you down. You are not supposed to chase no man down. And if you're chasing a man and he's with someone else, you are chasing the wrong man. There's no way God would ever put a man in your path that belongs to someone else and tell you that's your man. No way. And no way, I almost said in hell. But you know what I'm saying? There's just no way. So, true story about me and Tommy. So, in about 2018, when we first moved here, maybe a year after, I was in a real dark place. I was severely overweight. Me and my husband hadn't been intimate in almost a year because I had completely lost my sex drive. I was in a really bad place, emotionally, physically, sexually. I was just in a very dark place. And I was grieving. I lost my mother, so I was really going through a bad time. Some other things were going on I don't want to share openly, but I was just in a bad place. Let's just say that. And this woman approached my husband online. Gorgeous woman. She was rich. She was gorgeous. And she propositioned my husband and told my husband, if you come stay with me, I want to marry you, be with you, I'll take care of you, I'll pay for everything. Just leave your husband, leave your wife and your son, come be with me. I'll take care of everything. It was nothing but the devil. And he said he had to let her know real quick that was never going to happen, that he was not going to leave his wife for her. He wasn't going to leave his son, because he knew if he did, that would be damnation on him. So you just got to be careful, because you're going to go through some dark times in your marriage. It's going to get dark. You signed up for better or for worse, and that for worse, it can get real. It can get really real sometimes. It's been real with me. It hasn't always been perfect with Tommy. Y'all know what I went through with Tommy when he got shot. I mean, it got tough, but that was my baby. That was my heart. He's always been, and I'm not going nowhere. I love him. And I'm using the Tartelette Excel mascara. You know what this foundation reminds me of? This foundation reminds me of the old Estee Lauder It's got the same finish. That matte, it's more of a matte satin finish. It dries down to more of a matte. When you first put it on, it looks like a satin, but it's definitely dried down more matte. It looks like that Estee Lauder, it really does. That's why I like it so much. It's really beautiful. You can get it at Walmart for $13. I went on their website. I ordered 2 bottles of it. I'm just so afraid they're going to discontinue it. I really do appreciate you guys watching today and listening to me vent. That whole thing with Jelly Roll and Bunny just sparked something in me. And as I did my research, because I'm nosy, I want to know what's going on and why. I just want to know why. Like, I just don't understand how you can go 5 months ago from being best friends, lovers, in the public eye, winning Grammys, hugging each other, loving on each other, to divorce that quick. Like, what happened? I feel like we deserve to know because they're in the public eye. I mean, maybe it's none of my business, but I just don't get it. How you can just call it quits. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we don't know, but I just don't get it. All right, time for lips. Let me see what we got going on for lips. No, I don't like that lip combo. Take it off. There we go. That's much better. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening to me blab a little bit. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I love you. God bless you. Bye.